all you raging fucking homosexuals.
This ain't therapy, but it's cheaper. And it's so much more fucking fun.
So let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of This Ain't Therapy. I won't lie, I'm a little bit tipsy before we even start filming this, so who knows how this one's gonna go.
I mean, it's gonna go great because great.
I think Cory might be tipsy too. This week we're gonna talk about dating, situationships, and the occasional glory hole.
I can't relate to glory holes. I can't relate.
Listen, you and every other gay man pretends they don't know what one is, but you all seem to know the word.
I know what it is, but have I been to one? Have I used one? Have I participated in that activity? Absolutely fucking not.
Right.
Because
They ain't what? Is that because you're short and you can't reach the hole?
I need a drink. And today, on today's episode, you can see we've got some like little
Tim
Tim
Tams.
Tams in the back here.
Love a Tim Tam.
We are going to from here on. We are going to. What are we? We're 4 episodes in now. We have the first episode was coming out.
No. The first episode was the introduction. Then there was coming out.
Yep.
Then there was Blood Isn't Thicker Than Water.
Correct.
Then there was the games night.
Yes, that was last episode.
And now we've got this beauty.
Right. So we've decided we've been hearing your feedback. We've been loving everything that everyone's saying. And what has been most common is we are trying to get you guys to drink wine. Like we probably shouldn't be drinking wine, but here we are. We're drinking wine. So what we're going to do is every single episode, we're going to start off our episodes with a bottle of something each.
And we're going to share.
I mean, do we like, you don't know what I bought and I don't know what you've bought, right? I mean, you've just fucking told everyone.
So this week I bought...
But do we do like, is this, you've told me, it should have been a blind challenge, so we can't do this now.
No, it's fine. You go out and buy a bottle, I buy a bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, who's got time to be doing that much?
All right.
And then we're just going to bring the bottle home, and then we're going to serve each other. We're going to serve each other that wine. So you're going to have a glass of mine, I'm going to have a glass of yours. Because we're not drunk enough. So this week I've got you a Jacob's Creek Chardonnay Pinot Noir in sparkling.
Pinot Noir.
Which is basically just a fucking...
Where's Jacob's Creek?
Oh, Jacob's Creek. Have you not seen the creek? Where is it?
No, don't look at the what. You're supposed to have done your research on where it's from.
This is sparkling wine of Australia, produced in Jacob's Creek's wine in Barossa Valley.
The where?
It's in South Australia, right. In Barossa Valley Way.
Barossa. In the Barossa Valley.
Either way,
so the best wine comes from the Barossa Valley.
This is for you. Also, please excuse that I look like shit. I've been literally doing events and Ubering like no tomorrow, so I just look like shit this week, but it is what it is.
And apologies in advance because I look like shit and I've just been...
He says with his fresh fade and his fucking nice top on. Get the fuck out of here. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. We need to ding that closer to the microphone. Like this. Also, can I just say, guys, Gareth last night decided that he would... We're not going to go there.
It was a fucking long day. I came home with a bottle of red wine.
Am I rating this? I haven't even had a taste of this.
You taste it, and I'll just explain what happened last night while you get the...
No, you don't need to explain. I'm just trying to
basically
the red marks out of my fucking floor.
I brought a bottle of red wine home from the vineyard winery that I work at, which is Falls Winery, which is near Seymour.
This tastes like shit.
And I had what did I drink last night? A red Shiraz, and I spilt it on the floor.
This tastes like shit.
All right, well, give me your wine. Listen, don't even listen to him, because he's saying this tastes like shit. I've seen this bitch drink bottles of yellow with me, and now
no, but that's, it's a Chardonnay, right? Yeah.
No, it's a Chardonnay.
It's a Chardonnay. Yeah, I don't do Chardonnay. Chardonnay is fucking horrible. All right, anyway. Back to where were we at? What were we doing? Cause
you need to give me the wine that you brought this week. What wine did you guys sip on this week listening to this?
Do you want to drink this as well? Because I certainly...
No, you're going to drink it.
All right, I'll pop that over here. And
Stop acting so precious.
today I have bought us a bottle of Krondorf. You can't see that. It's quite, Krondorf. This is Krondorf. This is a Riesling from the Yarra Valley. No, it's not. I lied.
Where's it from?
It's from Eden Valley. It's made in Australia, and it is from Australia. I don't know where Eden Valley is. Yes, I do. I've travelled there. I've travelled to Eden Valley. I think it's in New South Wales. Let me have a look.
So the one thing that I've...
No, I'm wrong. No,
So
I'm very wrong.
You're just making shit up at this point.
I'm very wrong.
Where is it?
This bottle of wine also comes from South Australia, from Tanunda.
So not Eden Valley then.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Australia does have a lot of places in each state that they call the same thing. Like there's multiple of the same names. But top tip when it comes to a Riesling: did you know that if you're going to a dinner party and you don't know what wine to take, you should always go with a Riesling because it complements most food. And
are you talking as a wine connoisseur right now?
I just know this because I've been reading a book.
But you didn't know where your bottle of fucking Chardonnay come from.
I've been reading a book on wine.
Oh.
But it also is really famous because of its smell. Not that Nugget fucking took the time to smell it. Nugget, Cory.
I knew that there was going to be an episode. I knew there was going to be one episode that you called me Nugget, and now everyone knows.
So
I mean, everyone knows anyway.
We know each other from streaming, and I know him as Nugget on stream, but his actual name's Cory, and so I usually don't call him Cory. I usually just refer to him as Nugget.
And anybody that's listening or watching from any of the streaming apps that I stream on, now you know my name. So I hope you're all proud. Oh, you're gonna dox out my fucking wine now. You're gonna hate it out. You all know my name now because I don't give a fuck. So call me whatever you want if you see me in the streams, because I mean my name's my name. My mum pushed me out. That's what she called me.
It packs a bit of a punch, that.
I like it.
Like it's got a...
Anyway, we're 6 minutes into this.
All right, let's get it.
We're 6 minutes in, and we have spoken about what the episode's going to be about, and we're going to be talking about gay dating. We're going to be talking about situationships, and we're going to be talking about glory holes in no particular order. But
we'll start with dating.
We'll start with dating, and then we'll go to situationships, and then we'll go to glory holes.
All right. Well, this is quite fun because I obviously know this from UK perspective.
The glory holes are fun.
I don't do glory holes, but I do have ass stories similar. Well, I have. We'll get to.
Let's go.
Well, it's going to be good because I can give a UK perspective on dating, and you can give a Australian perspective on dating.
Yep.
Do you want to go first? Tell me about dating in Australia on the gay scene.
I mean, for me, dating, I hate dating. In terms of like going out and clubbing or like going to a bar, because I'm just such an introvert. I don't like people at the best of times. So for me to go and meet somebody, I've used apps to date. Now I know that there's
Grinder.
And let me caveat this here now. I'm taken, so I'm really sorry.
No.
Dating for me,
have you successfully dated from Grinder?
Yeah, I have. I mean, define successfully. Like I've had long-term relationships from
Grinder.
But I mean,
okay,
I meet people from there, but then I'm very quick to move over to
a different
way of communicating. Not like I haven't just been like, okay, we're on Grindr, we're talking on Grindr, we send our albums to each other on Grindr, and this is our primary communication source.
Private albums.
Well, I mean, I ain't just sending my nudes out to people like, and letting everyone be able to screenshot them.
Do you know what? I love that the opening of this segment about dating is already, let me send you pictures of my dick and ass, and you send me pictures of your dick and ass.
I mean, that's basically, look, for me, sexual chemistry is a huge thing for me. You need to have sexual chemistry.
No, I agree, but if
your dick is this fucking big, sorry,
it's not going to happen.
It's not working. You might be the most loveliest person, and this is maybe where I used like.
Oh my god! Did you just out that you're a bottom too?
No, no.
Well, yes, you did.
No, I'm versatile. My mum always said to me,
Oh my God,
if you
here
want to
she
be able
goes.
to give it, you have to be able to take it. And that's what I do. My
So-
preference is whatever I decide I want to be.
Hey, I already have so many problems with this before we even begin
Well,
because
let's go.
what happened to the days where you could walk into a pub and there'd be someone
A what?
a pub, a bar,
A
a
pub.
pub, a pub,
A pub.
a pub, a good old pub,
Oh, guys in Australia, we call that a pub.
and
Pub.
be attracted to someone and then go over to them and ask them if they want to drink.
No,
Like,
I don't do that.
those days are gone.
No, I can't do that. I used to go out partying. I used to go to bars. I used to go to clubs. And to be honest, I hate gay clubbing. And the reason why is the gay scene is like you walk into a nightclub. For me, this is my experience only.
Of Melbourne.
I mean, I've been to Sydney. I've been to Brisbane.
Okay, so it's Australia-wide.
I've been to many gay clubs, and for me, I walk in and I get looked at like a piece of meat. Like it's like I get the ick, and these people like look at you and they just like stare at you as you walk past. And it's
But do you not find Grindr? I find Grindr to be just the same. In fact, I find Grindr worse.
I mean,
Because at least in the bar, if someone's looking at me in a bar,
but I can't block you in a bar, right? So if I'm in a bar and you're looking at me and I'm like, you look seedy as fuck, get away from me.
you can't block.
I can't block you. I
Yeah,
can't
but-
go over to the security and be like, that guy's looking at me really weirdly, get rid of him.
But let's
But Grindr, I can do that.
but let's be honest here. Most people are not brave enough to approach you in a bar these days. Like
Yeah.
the amount of times I've opened an app and been in a bar and then they messaged me. I'm like, notification. I'm like,
Oh no.
you stood on the other side of the fucking room. Walk over and say something.
That's where it no, see, if I've gone out or I go out and I have the apps, as I said, caveat.
You don't use them in the bar.
I will never open
But
because
people
I'm
do.
intimidated because imagine like you see me and then you see fuck that that's just that's not cool. That's freaky as fuck.
To go back to the point though, you've had success from Grindr in terms of dating.
I mean, most of my relationships have stemmed from a conversation from Grindr or a dating app, whether it be Tinder, Hinge, or Grindr.
That's insane.
And I mean, I'm a very introverted person as much as like I'm doing this and I stream and all of that stuff. I consider myself an introvert because I don't like to meet new people.
You are not an introvert.
I like my people in my circle. And
You are not a fucking introvert.
outside of there,
First swear of the night, you are not an introvert. You might be.
no, I definitely am.
You,
I can
you
tell
might be an
I am.
extroverted introvert.
I hate
because your
people.
personality. No, that's not being.
I hate people.
But that's got nothing to do with being an introvert or an extrovert. That's just you don't like people. But you're an extrovert in your personality.
I am. I'm very outgoing, but that's because of other reasons. But anyway, so yes, I've had a lot of success, or I've had relationships which have been more than just sex and go from dating apps, and I feel like for me that's where that's my place to go because I don't like to meet people. If I go out and I go to a bar or a nightclub or something, like that's me time with my friends or whoever I'm going with, not to go and pick up. I've never done that. I never do that.
I have never had a relationship from Grindr. Ever.
That's so.
I have slept with the same person multiple times from Grindr, but once they say, "Do you want a date?" I'm like, run away.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Just because, let's be honest with you, Grindr is a site that you go on to get laid.
I mean,
let's be honest. That's what it is.
It's actually it's a hookup app. Like
it's not a place that I don't know if I'm just old school in how I want to find someone, because in my mind I'm like, I picture like, how did you meet each other? And I don't want out my mouth to be, oh, we met on hookup app Grindr.
No, but if you like, for my parents, like the conversation the conversation I've had with my parents when they say like, where did you meet, or even my friends, where did you meet? Like I say Grindr, Tinder, wherever it is, and I find that like in this day and age, I mean, we're obviously in our 30s, so you know, if you talk about like 18, 19, it probably is a little bit different like 10 years ago, but for me, I find that like the online dating scene these days is the safest place to be.
But
given, I mean, in Australia, anyway.
I don't want to meet someone like that though. Personally, I want to meet someone the old-fashioned way, which is I don't know, fucking doing my supermarket.
Actually, so
Doing my weekly shop at the supermarket.
it's so funny. It's actually funny because I was looking at something. I think it was the other day after we released the first episode of our podcast or the second episode. I was looking at ways for better engagement with like the audience and us. I feel like this is exactly what we are talking about. I have a very different opinion of gay dating or dating in general, and so do you. And I mean, it's not heated, but it's like this is my opinion, and this is why, and this is my opinion, this is why, and we have very different differences. It's very interesting.
But yeah, of course it is, because we're two completely different people.
Which is good. That's like exactly what we need.
But to be honest with you, I don't know why anyone would choose dating. I just choose wine. Fuck that. I ain't got time for all the headache.
I mean, you're gonna wake up tomorrow with a headache if you keep drinking wine.
But you're gonna wake up with a headache tomorrow if you keep dating men. Like,
I mean, I can't really.
At least this headache makes me feel good longer than 3 minutes.
I mean, the last headache. My last. Yeah. Okay.
At least this is not gonna try.
Each individual person's very different, and this is the other thing with gay dating is. I mean, I've met. As I said, I met a few of my people from my past relationships from dating apps, and some of them turned out to be complete fucking psychos. And then I've met other people that have been really lovely to me.
Look, I'll be honest with you. In terms of date, I'm not a dater. I don't actively look for dates. And
oh no,
not on any app. Like if I go on Grindr, it's because I want to have sex. And
I mean, they always say if you're looking for love, you'll never find it.
No, but what about the people who aren't looking and are living the Bridget Jones fantasy and are not bothered either way? Like, obviously, it would be very nice to find someone and to settle down. That would be lovely. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lower my standards or my boundaries based on that. Like, I have not had a boyfriend now for, I would say, 7 years.
Yeah.
And when I did have a boyfriend, all I did was lie and cheat. So, for what reason? And when I got rid of that boyfriend, and we still speak from time to time.
Do you speak to your exes still?
I speak to all my exes. I don't.
I mean, I would speak to my ex, but no.
Well, I'm on good terms with all of my
exes.
Actually,
I wouldn't speak to him.
However, that being said, my exes are very aware as to why they're my exes.
Yeah,
like it's not like we're best friends. It's you did some things, I did some things. Therefore, we're no longer compatible.
I mean, the cheating thing for me, I find that like the minute that you cheat on me is like you're dirt. Like that is so disrespectful. You're disrespecting me as an individual, my morals and my.
See, this is another thing for me.
Cheating is just not on. Like, communicate with me.
For the straight people that are watching our stream,
I don't think it's me.
No, there is. They're gonna see this and be like, because let's be honest with you,
homos are fucking crazy.
Straight relationships tend to be monogamy, and I don't mind monogamy. If I met someone and they were into me like that, and I was into them, and they wanted monogamy,
yeah,
fine, let's do monogamy. But on the flip side of that coin, if I met someone and they wanted an open relationship and they was comfortable with an open relationship, I'd do an open relationship, because the problem isn't the cheating. The problem is the lack of communication and lying.
Yeah, see,
for me, do that. I don't view sex in a way of this is a sacred thing between a man and a woman or a man and a man.
Okay.
This is not the fucking 1900s. Like, let's be honest. We all have sexual desires. We all have sexual fantasies. We're all fucking wrong, really. We're all dirty bastards. We're kind of like monkeys. But if you meet someone and that can be an honest conversation, like, for example, if you dated someone and they said, I get really jealous, that's never going to work. And I'm okay with that, as long as we're both okay with that. If we both dancing the same dance, then I'll dance the dance. The thing I have a problem with is I'm not sitting at home fucking cooking and cleaning like the fucking maid while you're out eating steak every other night.
No, see,
incorrect.
This is where I'm very different. My opinion is very different.
It's like monogamy all the way.
Because
like a good little church girl.
I mean, my past relationship, my relationship that ended last year, or fucking however long it was, thank God. It come to a point in time where he said to me that he wasn't attracted to me, and I was like, well, what does that mean? Like, for me, I've been brought up with a this is a relationship. It's a one and one thing. That's it. Like, my mum would never cheat. My dad would never cheat. And if they found out that I cheated, they would, they would accept me, but they would say to me, "You're a fucking idiot, Corey. Why did you do that?"
I mean, statistically, most people cheat.
I mean, that's fair, and it's so easy to do that in this day and age because of social media and everything that's
No,
around.
they just do anyway.
But I just feel
and
like
it's the unspoken, like
me, it's way against my morals. I believe that if you're truly in love with me and you love me for me, if it's not working, we'll have a conversation, and it might be okay. We need to spice it up a little bit, but it's always going to be me and you. That's it.
Wait.
It's never going to be another person.
Define spice it up a little bit.
Toys, different
Toys.
locations.
Bit of role play.
Somewhere.
I've come to fix this thing.
Like for real. Like at the end of the day, like you can go to bed, you can fuck, you can wake up, you can fuck. What like? Yeah, I get it. It gets boring. You're doing the same thing day in, day out, day in, day out. And like, if you love me for me, you don't love me for my sex. You love me for my personality. You love me for what I have and we have together. That's how I work.
There is a big difference between when you first meet someone and when you've been with someone for 3 years or 5 years. Things do get a bit stagnant. However,
but how do you change that though? You don't just go, "Oh, let's just."
Well, I don't know because I've only ever had one boyfriend for that long, and he was fucking shagging everything the whole 5 years.
That's what I mean, though.
So
for me, I'm just like, if you think, and I must say that I've experienced this in the past. I've experienced being cheated on. I've experienced being put down to a point in life where I felt like I wasn't good enough. So to have someone else have to come into the bedroom to be able to satisfy my partner. Now, that is demoralizing. That is so bad for your self-esteem that I didn't get to choose the size of my dick. I didn't get to choose how my abs grow or whatever it is. Like, no one gets to choose that. Yes, you can work on your physical, like your appearance, but your genitals and the way you look and the size and you can't change that. That's just the way it is, right? So for you to be with me for X amount of time and then all of a sudden you just change and you don't like that, like that's demoralizing to an individual for me.
But that's your experience with your previous.
I mean, it's happened twice to me. I was cheated on. Why are you cheating on me for?
See,
and then secondly, you telling me that you're not attracted to me because of what? And you couldn't even tell me why.
I honestly feel like dating in the gay world is a minefield because let's be honest, most people just want to fuck and that's fine. And then when you do meet someone, there's all of this to navigate through. I personally don't think I view sex the same as you.
Fair.
But I feel like that's a response to how I was treated in my relationship.
But also, you're allowed to have you're like. I'm not dismissing that you're like what you want to do in your life and how you.
Well, no,
see
listen.
that is completely.
But for me, what I was trying to say is, it's not about open monogamy. It's not about all of those different ways of having a relationship. It's about the one fundamental thing that underpins them all, which is communication.
Yeah.
But I tend to find that in our gay community now, all parties scream monogamy, but then only when the doors are open. But when the blinds are shut, the other one's stepping out. And in my experience, every time I've been with a guy intimately that has become something more, it's usually the possession of you're mine, and therefore I don't want to share my toy. And unfortunately, that's how it's been. But when you challenge that, or when you step outside of that and say, actually, no, if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it, you rock the boat.
That's where it becomes an issue.
But it shouldn't become an issue. Just fucking communicate.
Yeah.
Like, communicate.
I feel like this isn't just in gay relationships. There's so many marriage breakdowns, and there's so many straight marriage breakdowns that I've heard of, I've seen.
There is, but you know what the straights do? They have kids, and they say, honey, let's work, and it was a dark time. I was in such a dark place when I slipped and fell into my assistant.
I can't even talk about, like, the drama that I've had with just, like, straight relationships breaking down because I come from quite a big family, and I've seen a lot, and it's. I mean, again, it probably comes down to the point of I'm bored. What else is out there and what's better? And for me, I don't do that. I feel like that if you're my person, you're my person. And communication is an absolute key thing here. Like if you can't communicate to me, and I'm not going to be upset if you can tell me, hey, I don't like X, Y, and Z about you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to change.
But
if I have,
why would you get with some? Listen, that sounds toxic in itself. Why would you get with someone if you don't like things about them? Like that sounds toxic.
No, I mean we're talking like years down the track.
No.
So
No.
we've been together for
But
X
it
amount of
shouldn't
time.
happen. No, Corey, stop.
But that is
what
breaks down though.
That is what happened. But that is insane because you can't. You can't
That's
say.
my experience though.
Well, yeah. But that's your experience. But at the same time, what a
and the reason why that happened is because there was no communication. So as I said, I'm going back to that point of if you don't communicate, then it's not going to work. And and straight up front, I will always tell the person that I'm with, these are my values and these are my rules. And if you don't accept those, then don't bother being with me.
Here's the boundaries.
And that's how it is.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to have another person, another man or woman or anybody step into my house, my bedroom, your house, your bedroom with me there, and they will not do it while I'm not there because it's me and you or it's none of us. That's it. That's how I roll. And if you don't like that, then the door's there and we're finished right now.
But that's very fair.
That's my rules.
I'm.
Listen, you're completely different, obviously. So tell me your side then.
It's not that I'm completely different. I gave up on fucking gay dating a very, very long time ago.
Right.
Like I said, I had one boyfriend for 5 years. It was the most traumatic fucking 5 years of my life. I have never, ever, I remember when that shit went wrong, and it went wrong very quick, but we held on to it for 5 years. I remember being in bed and physically feeling pain in my chest. Mm-hmm. At how sad I was at the breakdowns and the cheating and the lying and that I said to myself, no man will ever make me feel like this again. And now when I meet someone, I'm like, I'm not closed off to the idea of dating. But when I start seeing those signs, and it might not be that I communicated at the time, but when I start feeling those feelings of you're playing with me or you just want me as a toy, or this could go somewhere, I'm like, nope, I'm good, thank you. Because I built my life so much when that relationship ended. Like, I got promoted 5 times at work. I got to start
another thing.
I started traveling the world. My mental health had never been better. And I kind of feel like a lot of the time when we get with someone these days, instead of those vulnerable moments, because you have to have those vulnerable moments if you're going to build something, instead of in those vulnerable moments getting an understanding, what I personally have found is just a way for someone to attack you and hurt you. So that sounds really sad, but unfortunately that's just how it is. So I won't let anyone in. Like, good luck. If you want to fuck me, we can fuck all night, and please do message. But if you want a relationship with me, I will run for the fucking hills.
I mean, and that's and I mean, this has been a really good part because I feel like we have something, and to be completely honest, we have not spoke about this off.
We haven't.
We literally jumped straight into it. We haven't even spoken about it. So I'm glad that we've done this, and it's so good to have very different views on dating because
shit.
I mean, we're talking about our personal experiences, and you know, you all probably have your own
they will
in the views here and who's listening. So please tell us because we really want to understand. We want to know, and it doesn't have to be gay dating. It can be anything.
No, but just one thing to point out: if you are dating someone right now and they start to isolate you, or they start to get you away from your friends, or they start taking over where you can go and when you can go, that is abuse. Run away.
That is abuse. Run
away. Ain't no man should be having things
I think the key part here that we're trying to allude to is that communication is key, and
is key
for gay relationships. On the most part, gay men are very emotional.
No,
I would say some. So, or majority, and I feel like that we don't express ourselves enough to
No, gay men are
open up.
fuckboys.
You know, to open up. I mean, that's your own.
Gay men
your own
are
opinion.
fuckboys.
That's your own opinion. But yeah, I feel like gay dating. As I said, I've had some really good experiences with dating online. I don't do the look. I've done a date in the past, like a long time ago, like face to face, where, but it just went nowhere because it was just so awkward.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it was just like, okay, so what do we talk about now? And the issue for me is when you're meeting someone, and this is another reason why I use dating apps, or like I use the dating apps, is you can send me a photo and I go, okay, you're attractive, but can you hold a conversation? Whereas if I'm in a bar and I see someone and I go, oh, you're really attractive, the first thing for me is, and this is why I don't like going clubbing in gay bars or clubs, because you're looking at me like a piece of meat. You're looking at me and going, you're really attractive, so now I want to know you.
But I will say this from a
trophy.
From a Melbourne perspective, your gay scene is more like the after party in the UK.
Okay.
Like I personally, like if I was to name a few clubs, it'd be like Cruise 101, it would be any of the underground scenes really.
Yeah.
Where you're talking like from 12 o'clock at night until 6 o'clock in the morning. That is how it feels in Melbourne from 8 o'clock in the night.
Yeah.
The one thing I do love about the UK is we do actually have gay bars that are more chill vibe. It's like going to the local pub.
Yeah, so we don't have, like, Melbourne doesn't really have bars. Like, what you call a bar is more of a club for us. Is we just, like, party and loud music. You can't have a conversation. Like, you can't sit there and have a conversation with somebody or...
Well, I've been to, 3 or 4 of the gay clubs here now, and all it reminds me of is having sex in the bathroom back in Manchester.
Yeah. That's the third segment on this podcast.
No, because that's just the toilet.
That's the third.
No, there was no glory hole.
The glory hole.
There was no glory hole. It was just bumming in the cubicle.
I think we've gotten to a really good point about gay dating and our personal experience.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Don't do it. I say do it because
buy a bottle of wine.
It's
cheaper.
I love the comfort of having a person for me that I can.
You have a person for you.
Right now.
Go look in the mirror. You've got a person for you. That's the only person who's ever going to be there for you is yourself. Fuck the rest of these hoes.
But I need cuddles. I can't cuddle myself. I mean, cuddling pillows is not fun.
Well, I never said nothing about not getting cuddles.
But I want one person to cuddle with. I don't want like 500 people to cuddle with.
I'm not here for a cuddle buddy. So don't fucking hit me up for that.
That's why I have got my person, and that's why I'm happy to cuddle them when I want to cuddle them.
I sound like an ice queen.
You sound like a cunt.
No, I do, but do you know what? I'm just not prepared to ever. If you can meet my long stringent list of fucking acceptable behaviours, I'd be open to a conversation that means more than just fucking. However, I'm 7 years in, and my fucking list is getting longer.
I like last year I split up with my ex fiance because we were engaged, and like I've been through hell, right? I've been through fucking hell.
I don't fucking go through that.
I was at a point in time where I was like, I will never date a person again because this is just disgusting. Like every man is like this, and I had a real I was like that the whole time. I was like, fuck men, fuck everyone. I hate you. I hate them all. Never again is anyone coming into my space. I mean, you need the right person to come along, but it takes time. It doesn't just happen tonight or overnight.
But let me ask you.
But for you, it's very different.
There's 2 questions that I've got to ask you. How long ago was your ex?
Fuck. I don't even know. It's fucking not long enough. It should have been longer.
No, how long ago till you broke up with your ex? How many months, years are we in?
I'll probably say fucking nearly a year and 2 months.
A year and 2 months.
3 months.
I'm 7 years in, babes. There's no fucking helping me at this point.
I mean, it's fine though, and sometimes you don't need to have some. If you're happy.
No. Listen, I won't.
Everyone's different.
I won't say I don't lie awake at night thinking it'd be nice to have someone to lean on or someone to build a family with, or like, of course, it's natural.
Yeah, fair.
It is a natural thing for you to want somebody in your world.
Yeah.
However, it's been that traumatic. I'm like, it's just not worth it. And maybe one day I will meet someone, but I'm not looking.
You're not going to go out and be like, I need love. And that's what I said before.
No.
I said this earlier on. I was like, if you go out and look, and for me, I have, after what happened with me, I was like, I don't want to date. No, it's not happening. But if someone just appears, I mean, for me, they appeared for the right reason. And there's many of people that appeared after my ex, and I was like, no, you don't respect me, not my values. I found someone that I bonded with that really was great, and that's how I move forward.
Listen, if Kylie Minogue brings out bangers like Got to Be Certain and I Should Be So Lucky and fucking Je ne sais quoi, and still is single at her age now, there's no hope for any of us. I'll have a Tim Tam, babe. All right, moving on. Situationships.
This fucking conversation. Are you gonna have one?
Yeah, because I'll be
So,
honest.
guys, these are the gooey caramel ones. They're so good.
I'm gonna have one because the next segment is situationships, and I don't really have any experience with a situationship. Like, it's just bizarrely that's just never been a part of my life. So there's nothing I can say. Like, I've had boyfriends, and that's it. Other than that, there's not really been any like grey area.
There's been nothing at all.
Well, a situation. Let me see if I understand what a situationship is. A situationship is where there's someone in your life who could be more, but it's a bit grey area, and therefore, I don't know. It's messy.
Do you mean like? So I'm trying to. They're so crunchy. I've had a Tim Tam.
Is that right?
I've had a Tim Tam in so long. All of our international viewers, you need to get some of these.
No.
However, you can get them.
If you're in the UK, this is a penguin.
A penguin.
But I'll come with a joke. That's the only difference.
I think the joke here is.
Anyway, tell me what a situationship is. Because is it what I said it is?
Right. So a situationship for me is you have somebody that's a friend that started as a friend, and then you have maybe developed something with them, or they've developed something with you, but you don't feel the same, or vice versa. I mean, that's what I think a situationship is. So have you ever had anything like that?
I've had something quite like that, I guess, but not really worth talking about.
Okay. I mean, so I have.
Tell me.
I definitely have, and it's crazy, and it's led to like this really crazy blocking spree.
Blocking spree?
Yeah, because like gay men are fucking obsessive. They're obsessive. Some of them are so obsessive that I've literally had this person who, don't get me wrong, was great to chat to at the start, vibed really well. I was like, let's be friends, let's catch up. We went and caught up, we had dinner. It wasn't a date, it was just having dinner. And then it was the constant Snapchat messages, WhatsApp messages, Messenger messages, text messages, Instagram messages. I don't know any other platform that this person could have potentially messaged me on.
He freaked you out.
That I could have blocked him on. But it was so weird that it was like, dude,
is that a situation?
I value as a friend.
Wait. Did you have sex with this person?
I did, which is probably where I went wrong. Is maybe.
Wait. Did you have sex with this person before all of that weirdness began? Because that to me.
I mean, let me clear things up, because this is going to sound.
Were you friends before?
Talking about like dating. I knew this person for like 8 years, so I've known this person for like 8 years.
How long in the timeline before you started bumming?
It was like maybe 2 years in. So we were talking for like 2 years as friends.
And the next question, from that 2 years to the 8 years, how long were you fucking?
We weren't. Didn't.
So you fucked one time?
Yep.
And went for 8 years?
Nothing. It was just chit chat, friends, caught up for dinner, and that's like I friend zoned this person. I literally friend zoned them, and I was like, "You're nothing more than a friend." Like, that's it. and you need to respect that.
That's all it's going to be.
And in those times, like I found a new partner, and I had a new partner, and like when I'm in a relationship, as we just discussed, like that's my person, and like no one's coming near me. And if you want to come near me, like you're gonna get the block and delete. You're gonna get the cold shoulder if you want to talk sexually, right? So this guy was messaging and talking and whatever else, and I was like, bro, you're like crossing the line to the point where I was like, but I love you. And I want to be with you, and I want to do everything for you. And I was like, fuck, this is just chaotic. This is crazy. You're supposed to be a friend to me, and no thank you.
Well, you had sex with him, so that muddied the water. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Beforehand. Well, before I friended
you only had sex one time?
Yeah, the one time.
God, it must have been some ass. You must have been on your best behaviour that day. Or your worst behaviour, more like.
I'm not going to go about what.
No, listen, let's be honest. It's natural for someone to get feelings or attach emotions to sex because that's quite common. But 8 years?
Yeah, but
that's a long time.
I mean, like my rule of thumb is like I don't sleep with my friends. So this guy, because he was actually a really nice person to talk to, and he was genuine in like a friendship version. But it then just spun. The minute he found out that I was single, he like jumped on board and was like, "So when are we catching up to fuck?" And I was like,
"Oh wow."
No, so that's not our friendship dynamic. We don't do that. Like I'm not here for a relationship with you because you're not my person. You're not my person.
That's fair.
And he just didn't understand that. So it was the constant messaging, and it was constant harassment, and it was the constant like blocking and deleting. And I was like, bro, I'm literally going to have to go to the authorities or the police to be like,
it got that bad?
Can we stop this? Because it's getting beyond a joke.
I don't think I've ever had to go to the police about someone.
I mean, that's a situationship for me. Like, I mean, I
don't feel like that's a situationship. I feel like that's fucking stalking. Like, we've hopped, skipped and jumped from fucking situationship and gone to full-on stalking.
It's fucking weird. It's crazy. It was crazy behavior, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. But anyway.
There you go.
That's what
I've never had an experience like that, I won't lie.
It's been weird.
I mean, I've only ever had 4 boyfriends. 4 boyfriends.
4?
4. I've had 4 boyfriends, and that's it. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I get to a point with someone where it develops into that,
but you're not gonna do that because you just said beforehand that.
No, previously, not anymore. Fuck that.
I reckon about 5 minutes ago you said no boyfriends.
No, I've had 4 boyfriends.
No, you're not having no more boyfriends.
No, I never said I would never have a boyfriend. I just said. No, stop. I never said I would never have a boyfriend.
Guys, the wine's kicking in. I
said it would take a lot for a guy to come into my world, and they would have to tick that long list of fucking expectations and priorities and boundaries and metrics for me to consider getting a boyfriend, because I've done so well on my own.
Fair.
Like, I never would have had the opportunity to travel Australia 5 times, live like a nomad. Like, I don't wake up and someone say, where the fuck have you been? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, what time do you call this? I'm not looking for that in my life.
I mean, I call you every day now.
But you don't say, where the fuck have you been?
Where are you? What are you doing for dinner? Yeah, but when are you bringing the wine home?
But that's not the same. Like, if I walked in here 2 days, like, say I didn't come home for 2 days, and I walk through that door, I'm not going to get, where the fuck do you think you've been?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not here for it, mate. No, I'm a bit of a free spirit.
I mean, and that is, there's a big difference. If you love yourself, your company, and you, then that is so.
But just to clarify,
I mean, you all should. It's
not that I'm not open to settling down. I would love nothing more than to settle down, but not at the sacrifice of my fucking boundaries. Absolutely not. No way. And if you even think about knocking on my door with that shit, you better be ready, because I can smell a rat in seconds. Like, I will sift you out. I'll probably suck your dick first, but then I'll sift you.
This has gone fucking south real quick. Guys, I've just realized that we haven't thanked anybody for viewing our last episodes and appreciate you all for liking, subscribing, and sharing everything. I don't think we did that. Oh,
I honestly don't think we can podcast when we're already drunk because we have gone on massive tangents. So let's move this on.
So when we talked, what have we spoken about?
We've spoken about dating.
We've spoken about situationships or situationships.
Well, no, we spoke about stalking.
Oh, stalking.
We didn't speak about no situationships.
Because we don't have any real situationships.
Guys, if you have ever been in a situationship, let us know in the comments because we'd love to know the story.
Wait, you asked me what my version of a situationship is. What's yours?
Well, I personally think a situationship is. We already did this.
No, but you didn't tell me what yours was.
I've never had one.
What version of your situationship is?
Like I said, to me, it's where two people.
If we've already covered this off,
we have. But...
All right, let's fucking skip to the next segment. But we're not editing it out because I can't be fucked.
All right.
Next one is glory holes. Now, I've never experienced that.
I've never experienced a glory hole, but I've experienced a sex place.
All right. Well, you can hold your story because I'm gonna explain what a glory hole is for all of our people that don't know what a glory hole is. Because I know what it is.
They all know what a glory hole is.
I don't know.
It's basically on a Sunday.
Are you going to explain or am I going to explain?
I'll explain. On Sunday.
You've obviously been to one.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Yeah.
On Sundays, when you go to church and you walk through the door and they're all singing, glory, 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 glory.
Don't do it.
And God is there and Jesus. No, explain what a glory hole is.
And Mary. Mary wasn't there, actually. So, guys, a glory hole. It's fucking weird. They're weird. So, I've never been to one, and it's... I've never been to one, but have you ever been to a toilet cubicle or a location which is a public toilet or cubicle
and there's a hole
or whatever it is?
Or a sex place.
Or a sex place.
Happen in the sex.
And there's just a random hole. And you go, what the fuck is going on here?
I've been tempted to put my willy in a glory hole.
No, that is nah.
I didn't, but I was tempted.
No, that's just weird.
So I'll just tell the story because we're here. That's
weird. Like, that's, for me... You're just letting some random person do whatever they...
I didn't do it. I'm just saying I know what it is. Me and my ex-boyfriend, we went on holiday to Gran Canaria. He's going to listen to this and going to kill me for sharing this. But I didn't mention your name, so you can't fucking do nothing.
But he knows who it is. But anyway.
He will know that this is about him, but it's fine. So we went on this holiday to Gran Canaria, and bear in mind, he'd been cheating on me a lot. Like, I'd already moved from where I was living at the time, which I won't say...
Gay culture.
To my dad.
Gay culture.
To my dad's because of the cheating. I was like, I'm done. Like, there was a lot of other things going on, but the main reason for getting away from him was the cheating. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want a fresh start. I'm going to live my life on my own.
Yeah.
We got back together. He moved in with me back in England. And then, anyway, we went on this holiday to Gran Canaria, but I knew he'd been cheating. So when we got there, I was like, look, why don't we try the sex club tonight? You know, spice things up a bit. Let's get a bit of enthusiastic going on. And he said yes. When we walked into this place, you had to take all your clothes off before you even went in.
No phones?
No phones. No clothes.
Yeah.
So I'm like...
And is there other people in this place?
Everyone is naked. Okay. Everyone.
It's like a nude beach.
So he's like, Gareth, I don't think we should go in. I'm like, just get your clothes off, bitch. We're going in. So I took all my clothes off. I'm stood at the bar and I'm like, hi, what's your name? And someone's like...
the bartender's naked as well.
Everyone's naked, Nugget. Everyone. It gets worse though.
Nugget.
Oh, Cory. So I take my clothes off because I'm like, we are going, because I was just at the point where I'm like...
You're like, I'm done.
I'm done.
Enough. Yeah.
Like, you want to play these games? I'll show you these games. But I'm like, let's go in. So we go in. I took all my clothes off. I'm stood at the bar and I asked the guy that's like at the bar, what's your name? He's like, we don't really share names in these kind of places. It's not that kind of vibe. And I'm like, well,
give me a favor.
You want to put your dick in me and you're not even going to tell me your name?
The bartender.
Well, they're just in general. But anyway, my ex is with me. He's feeling very uncomfortable. I said, I'm going for a piss. So I go for a piss. Anyway, I just walk in.
You didn't need to take anything off because it's already done.
I start wheeling in this urinal. I look down, and the urinal wasn't a regular urinal. It was like a grate, and then there was someone laying in the grate. So I'm just pissing. I was mortified.
I am mortified listening to this.
No, but this actually happened in Gran Canaria. If any of you have been to Gran Canaria, you will know exactly which bar I'm talking about, because it's the only one.
I feel sick on the inside.
It's the only one, so I'm like, where do I aim? But anyway, I get done with pissing because I needed to piss, and I get my boyfriend back outside, and there's on the wall. There's literally straps on the wall. I thought, I fucking have you. So I strapped him to the wall, like by the arms and the ankles.
I just left him there.
And then once he was strapped, I walked away.
Wait, so you strapped him to the wall?
I strapped that fucker to the wall.
And then what did you do?
Left.
The place?
Oh, I went on my way. Goodbye.
I mean, you wouldn't have gone on your way. You would have gone and...
No, I went on my way. I went home.
You got... who got him off? Or did he come back?
He got
Is he still there?
He did get out eventually, because I don't remember the whole... Like, it's been a long time, but I remember the conversation being like, you strapped me to the wall and left me. And me just being like, yes, I did.
And now we're done.
Look, no, we were fine. We flew home. But I just wanted to prove a point. Like, if you want to lay with dogs, you'll get fleas.
So you put him on the wall?
So I put him on the wall.
So you fucking put him on the wall?
And, do you know, it's such an interesting thing, because in the gay community, those places are so taboo.
Mm.
But I know pretty much my entire circle group have been to one at least once in their lives.
I mean, I've never been. There's a place in Melbourne that's quite popular, which is Wet on Wellington. And if you're from Melbourne,
we all know what these places are.
And I've never been there myself, because that's personally I'm not into that, and I feel like if you go there, you're there for a reason, which there's no judgment. Like, you're there, it's like a gym, right? You go to the gym to work out. Everyone's there for the same reason. If you go to these places, you're there for whatever reason it is. Might be a swim, might be a sauna, might be to fuck, whatever you do. But, I mean, that's why there's no judgment on why you strapped him to the wall and just left him.
Well, I do think
the leaving part for me.
I do think culturally in England and Australia, we're a little bit more, everything's more under the radar in that respect. But if you go to Europe, it's Germany, Italy, Spain.
Yeah.
All of those places are very, I mean, even if you look at the culture, they're very sexually free.
Yeah.
Like, you hear the saying, like, when it comes to Greek men or Italian men, Italian stallion, because their culture is very sexual anyway.
Yeah.
Even the poetry and the music and the language and the dancing.
Yeah, true, yeah.
It's all sexual freedom, which I'm here for, by the way. Like, pop your pussy, hun.
But you won't be able to date him.
But I feel like we're a little bit more reserved and a little bit more...
a bit more prudish. We're a little bit more...
Which is why everyone's lying and cheating on each other. Maybe what I need to find... Listen,
maybe you need to find some sort of Italian...
I need an Italian man.
I'm happy with my...
Wait, your man's Italian. Cory's current man is Italian. Well, maybe we got to get his perspective on it, but I don't know. I had to stop myself from the next thing I was going to say.
I know, just cancel fucking box everyone. I had to cut the episode.
Anyway.
Oh my god. So, alright, so we've talked about gay dating, we've talked about situationships, we've talked about glory holes. I don't have any experiences like that, because
it's just white as snow.
Not my thing. I have never done that. I'm an angel. I've never had sex before. Jesus loves me. I'm going to heaven, not hell.
I'm opening a gay bar just outside the gates of hell. So I'll see you all there, I guess.
Guys, we're going to wrap this episode up right now. Make sure... I don't even know what you all had, so please make sure that while you're watching this, you let us know what you had. But the next episode that we're going to have is...
a mystery. Stay tuned.
It is a mystery, because we didn't even talk about it.
It's a mystery, and we purposely said it was going to be a mystery. If you've got any suggestions on what the next episode should be, put it in the comments. We're probably going to film it before this releases, but we might
Guys,
someday.
if anyone also wants to work on being a special guest on our podcast, we
Not a special
can
guest,
be able
what-
to, oh, sorry, they're not special guests, they're wine tasters.
If you would like to be a wine taster on our podcast,
But there are criteria and there are things that you need to do to be on our podcast, and you must drink $300 bottles plus of wine, or
you just want expensive wine.
yeah, obviously.
Let us know.
Let us know. But guys, we always appreciate you coming in, watching our stream, our fucking podcast.
I need you to wrap this up because I need a piss.
I
Guys,
think-
we've got to go. Peace
There
out.
ain't no troughs here. There ain't no troughs here. You go and piss. I'll say thank you to everyone because he's
Listen.
about to piss his pants. But maybe
This ain't therapy, but tomorrow.
you're gonna wake up with an emotional hangover.
Goodbye.